Making all material decisions on any home improvement project will ensure that it runs smoothly. Well, the homeowners here have been able to make all of their decisions on countertops, flooring, everything a couple weeks ago. All the ordering has taken place, and hey, it's time to go to work. The first job is to remove the old countertops. This is often much more difficult with older homes like this because installation methods weren't standardized way back when. In other words, you never know what you'll find. Here we found lots of nails, so to get this countertop up, we'll need a hammer and a pry bar. For most modern plastic laminate tops, we could release the top from the cabinets like we're releasing this one from the dishwasher with a drill driver. This top was so well nailed that Mark had to break out the reciprocating saw to convince it to let go of one of the walls. Usually this backsplash would rest on top of the counter, not beneath it. This means the top itself with the disconnected sink intact comes out pretty easily once the front lip is loose. The backsplash is a little trickier because we don't want to damage the drywall behind it. Now, speaking of damage, we have to repair some before we install the new tops. The end piece of this cabinet has a little water damage, so we're replacing it while the tops are off. To prevent future moisture from causing a similar problem, Mark has made the replacement from cabinet grade plywood instead of the particle board used on the original cabinet. Later we'll paint it to match the rest of the cabinets. When the new tops get out to the site, they are set in place on the cabinets, and when Ron the installer is satisfied they are in the right spot, he attaches them with screws from underneath. Next, he lays out the location of the sink and cuts the 33 by 22 inch hole using a jigsaw. A quick test fit shows that the hole is big enough, but the plumbing pipes will have to be moved down to accommodate the new deeper sink. The backsplashes are dry fit in place before Ron applies adhesive caulk to the back and bottom edges. The splashes have to stay tight against the wall overnight for the caulk to set, so these braces are wedged against the upper cabinet to hold them in place until they are dry. Well, the countertops really turned out nice. You know, no matter how minor a kitchen renovation is, it can be a major inconvenience for the homeowners. Fortunately here, the countertops were removed and replaced in the same day. The plumber even dropped by at the end of the day to install the new sink and faucet, and homeowners selected one with a very large bowl on one side and a more traditional size bowl on this side. That'll really be convenient when you have those large pans that you're trying to wash. Now, the replacement of the countertop, all materials and labor, fabrication and all, cost around $500. So very reasonable when it comes to countertops, but it made a giant difference in the look of this kitchen.